Yo, got bars for days. Got bars get paid. I got chicks with braids.
Hey.
I'm about to get laid. They about to get slayed.
Hey.
You know what I say. I came here to get some game on, but I ain't come here to play. Yeah. Then I come through with a new beat for the week.
I love it.
You gotta have the bars.
Yo, I pulled that out the bag 20
What's
minutes
going
ago.
on?
What's good? What's good? It's the Slang Editorial show.
It's Doughboy Sumz.
It's Coach Cap, and we got a special guest, Mrs. Steal Your Chick or Nigga, the witchy one herself. She has great New York boobs. My homegirl, Ebby The Stacked, from the We Are All Adults Here podcast. Make some motherfucking noise.
What's going on? Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Congratulations on 10 episodes, first of all.
Thank you.
This shit is major. You guys are killing it. I'm so proud of the both of you. It's funny as fuck. I tell everybody about it. I'm so excited to be on the show. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, but I'm prepared.
We appreciate you for being here, and we definitely are big fans of your show also. We looked at it and was like, yo, we need to take some ideas and see how they doing it. So you guys have been great, man. It's been an inspiration.
Thank you. You know that you have direct access to me, so whatever it is that you need, any advice, any tips, like whatever, we grow up together, literally. So
Absolutely.
even in the podcast space, we can do this shit as a team.
Right. And speaking of growing up, today's a special day, right?
Today is a very special day.
It's
Today's
your
birthday, right?
Yes, it is. It's E-Day.
Yes.
Yeah. And in honor of your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
We
so,
gonna give.
Listen.
Yo, go ahead. You got it. Go ahead. Give it to her.
So being that it's your birthday, you know why we got these robes on?
Why? Are y'all gonna strip?
Because under here we got on our birthday
suits.
Yes, let me see it. Let me see.
Now we can finally take off these hot ass robes.
Oh my God. I was like, damn, are they naked underneath there? Because this is the type of shit I'm on. This is the type of time I'm the fuck on. Let me see the titties. Let me see the tits real quick.
Oh man. No, definitely, yo. Just so
Damn,
happy.
I thought a bitch was gonna pop out of behind Cat real quick with pasties on her fucking nipples and shit.
You know what? Next year, let's try to make that happen for your birthday. Let's make.
I'm with it. Like now, we have to make this an annual thing. So next year, you got to step it up. You got to bring the hose for me.
Okay.
Bring the hose. Write down. Bring the.
I'm with it.
Hose.
Bring the hose.
Hold on, let me write that down. And hold on, I need you to inbox my wife and tell her that it's your idea.
It's my idea. That's not a problem. Look, women love me, so whenever they'll be like, okay.
Facts.
Yo, how was your week, guys? How was everybody's week? Mental health checks with the week. How was your week?
My week was very reflective, honestly. 36 years, 36 trips around the sun. It will, even saying that shit out loud is like, damn, I am really fucking 36. I never would have thought, you know how most people will think about the future and be like, when I'm 40, when I'm 50, I never thought about the 30s at all. Right. So I've been really reflective this week, really appreciative, and just really like getting clarity and doing spiritual work and stuff and cleansing myself so that I can come into this 36 year without any anchors to any negative energies or people. So that's, I've just been doing a lot of self work and that's it. Writing, shit like that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Man, my week has just been filled with like parenting stuff, like dealing with like a 12-year-old girl has been like getting more hectic every day. I'm serious, man. It's like, man, it's just hard. It's just hard, you know, dealing with a girl and having that relationship as being a father figure when raising her most of her life, I was like a friend to her. Now it's like I cannot be that. I totally have to separate that from you. And literally, it's been bothering me a lot this week. You know what I'm saying? Because I see sort of our relationship strain, and I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So I've been dealing with those parenting issues this week.
All right.
Huh.
Yeah.
You just got deep on me.
I didn't think it was that deep. Yo, why when I say things, people take it so deep? Nah, it just that should be on the surface of all parenting,
but,
right?
Hey, man.
It actually is on the surface.
Not that deep.
And 12-year-olds in general are just really like difficult to get along with. My oldest is 10, so he's coming into that age where it's hard to like understand him and still be myself at the same time. But with girls, you just gotta, you just gotta let them fly, to be honest. Like keeping the restraints on them is what makes them burst and go wild. Like the more open you are with them with real shit, especially at this age and going forward, the easier your relationship, the communication will be in your relationship. Yeah, like I'm here for girl raising. I don't know about these boys. These boys nasty. They got dicks and balls. I don't know what is that. I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Like
And
I don't know anything about that.
I got a gang of girls, so I'm just straightforward and honest, and I might come off mean, but I let them know, like, when you get outside of here, bruh, the world is gonna be mean and manipulative and try everything they can to get whatever they want from you. So the best thing I could do is give you the tools to be aware.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all we can do, because at a certain point they're gonna try to do whatever they want to do. They're gonna learn the hard way on their own. No matter what we teach them, no matter what we tell them, we was like that. We did whatever the hell we wanted. We just have to be aware that we were their age once, and try to be a little understanding and just try to get in their heads and let them trust us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most important
like
thing.
they say, nobody wrote the book for this.
They really did.
Damn right.
They really did. I don't be knowing what the fuck is going on from day to day. I wake up every day and it's just like, okay, I will deal with it as it comes. But as long like the honesty part is key, and not being like an authoritative or authoritarian rather, but like a father, but also understanding that you've also been a 12-year-old boy, so you understand what it's like when you connect on that level with your kids. They understand you better. It's like, nah, I've been here, I did this, like, but I'm gonna give you the raw and you take it and go with it. Like, that's it. I'm just I'm gonna say what I need to say, and then you go on about your business.
I'm the first one to ask my son what the hell he's doing in the bathroom for too long.
Oh my God. Mind your business.
What you doing back there?
Doing these things? Doing these things,
back there
Victor
doing those
Vargas'
things.
brother?
Y'all so stupid. Mind your business. Let him explore himself.
Yo, hold on. Why you don't mess with him like when you know he's in there for too long, just go mess with the doorknob.
Yo, my uncles used to do that shit to me all the time.
Oh my
Come
God,
by the
that's
bathroom
trash.
and jiggle the doorknob and shit. It was horrible.
Yeah, you're gonna start him, Dad. What are you doing?
What are you doing? So
Stop
I'm in
it,
here,
Dad.
Dad.
Facts.
That's fucked up.
Oh,
that is.
Oh yeah, man.
But funny.
My week was pretty cool. I all I do is work, so did that. Waiting to hear back on the interview I told you guys about.
Okay.
Sounds like a guy might be moving up. I've done some
Yay.
manifesting.
It felt good?
No, it didn't. I felt like I did horrible at that.
For real? Wow.
It was like the first half. Yo, I had it in my mind. I'm like, all right, the first half, because I've had this interview before, and I didn't do good on it, right? So I'm like, all right, I know how the first half is gonna go. The first half is gonna be like the leadership half. They ask me all of these, like, like the personal questions. Tell me about the time. That shit. I'm like, I'm gonna kill that shit. I know I'm gonna smoke that shit. And then the technical half, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna study for that. I'm gonna get that. I get in the interview. The lady goes, yeah, we're gonna start with the technical half first. What, bitch? Hold on.
Shit. Fuck the whole program up.
Wait a
Wait,
minute.
what? No, that's not how this goes.
Hit me in the chest.
Sweating, heart beating. Boom.
So I did. So I found out I did all right on half of the technical half, but the other half it was just like it was trash. But I did great on the part I knew I was going to do great on. So I'm waiting to get the official word, but I think I'm in there.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Congratulations. This is a very special show.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes,
week I'm on.
is.
This week I'm on letters. I'm about to be on fries, and that's when the big bucks start rolling in.
Oh my God.
Next nigga, you'll be on burgers.
Yes.
You're gonna be flipping burgers soon, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Get
we
that
Shoveling
money.
up in good burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Get that bread.
Yo,
I got too many mouths. I need all the money I can get, Jack.
Listen,
I hear that shit.
I know that shit. Like, woo.
So being that we have the special guest, right? And you have your own podcast, for some of our listeners who don't know, tell us a little bit about your show, what it's about, and where they can hear it and everything like that.
Okay, so the show is called We're All Adults Here, or YWAAH. We basically, it's me and my partner, Whiskey Lee, or Ali. And then we have a producer, third man on the team, Will, but he doesn't get on the mic that much. And we also have Capricia Lachey. We call her Lieutenant Dan. She's our brand manager. And she pretty much keeps us in line and runs our schedule and makes sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do, social media wise and everything. But the show is Lee and I discussing various topics between on the perspective of a Black woman and a Black man, both of us not afraid to be honest with each other about our perspectives, in hopes that it kind of just bridges the gap between men and women, helps for women to understand men a little bit better and for men to understand women a little bit better. You guys know me, you've known me for 20 years. We were talking about that before we started recording. So you know that I've always kind of been, a little vocal about things but now that I'm older and I've had more experience, I'm just really out there with how I talk about sex and about love and about relationships and trash shit that niggas do and trash shit that bitches do. Oh, somebody just pulled up next to me looking like a snack. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
because they like, I see a snack.
Yes. Oh, I'm about to put this on pause. Anyway. So we're both single individuals who have experienced relationships in various forms. So we just talk about love and life and lots of sex talk, in hopes of it building an understanding between the sexes, because I think that Black men have camaraderie with each other, Black women have camaraderie with each other, but because we have expectations of the opposite sex, we tend to not understand their viewpoint. Because we expect for them to be some way. So this is what you have to bring to the table. So Lee and I just try to open up the box rather, that we pack shit in.
She said open up
and
the
talk
box.
about it all. Like I love doing the podcast. I never thought that I would be a podcaster ever. You guys know I wanted to be a singer.
Absolutely. A beautiful
all my
singer.
life.
Great singer.
Thank you.
One of the strongest voices I ever heard. Still trying to get her on a song for this album.
I'm gonna make that happen. That's right. Oh yeah, because we gonna go there today too.
Yep.
We're gonna go
Listen,
there.
I would do anything for you. I would do anything for the both of you.
Today.
So if you want me on the song, I'll get on the song.
Yeah.
But
if I gotta come, let me tell you, I will pack all 1,800 of my children in the car, pack them up in the Pacer, and we will ride. What is it? 4 hours, 5 hours? I will fucking ride to get the vocal. I'm not doing it.
Right.
Pack up the whole
If you
crew.
need it, I will do it. If you need it, I will definitely do it. Only for you two. Nobody else can ask me for music because I'm like, no, that's not my life anymore. But doing something in the public and using my voice to help and heal and educate people is something that I've always found myself doing or wanting to do. So podcasting just came naturally, but it also has its caveats too, because I talk about my personal life on the show.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is funny. And a lot of it is for entertainment. Like, I just can't wait to tell the show my story. But sometimes it's some personal shit that's going on. And because I'm authentic and I want to keep it that way within the show, I find myself bearing all of the things that I experience through the podcast. So, and it opens up the door for other people to walk in and know about your life and know you know. So it does have its major wins, and I love connecting with the people. But you know, being open does come back to bite you in the ass in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
gotcha.
When those people are listening in, and they're like, "God damn it, why she got to tell? Why she got to?"
Yeah, like you know, you have some people that don't like my point of view. They don't like that I'm so vocal about a woman's sexual needs and my sexual needs and preferences. They don't like it. A lot of women, more so than men, are just like, maybe you shouldn't have said it. Maybe you shouldn't be that hard, or maybe. And I'm just like, no, fuck out of here. I'm gonna say what I want. And I've always been like that. So it's just like, it does open up the door for people to come in with their critiques and shit like that, and what they didn't like. Or did like, but most of the time we're getting nothing but love, so I'm grateful for it.
Okay. See, I don't understand why you would get that, because like, think about how you said, you know, men have their views, women have their views, and a lot of times, instead of trying to understand each other, we try to force each other's views on each other.
Exactly.
If you have a platform where we're trying to bridge that gap, why would women have a problem with that? You know what I mean? I don't get it. What is the reasons that you get for, instead of them just saying it, are they giving reasons why they feel that way?
Yes, a lot of women say that it's not nice.
It's not nice.
That's not nice to say.
Kindergarten?
Because you're
like,
raw, right?
First of all, when the fuck have I ever been nice? I'm not nice. Like, I'm cordial and I'm cool and funny and easy to get along with, but I'm not a nice person, and I don't have to be nice to anyone. Like, right. You have to be fair and respectful, but you don't have to be nice. So they come to me and they're just like, that's not nice, or that's not, you know, I've never heard a woman speak so candidly about sex. Like y'all have heard the show. I get in, I goes in. Talking about what I want, big dicks, little dicks, you know,
the first time I heard the show, I was like, oh, this is real. They're not holding back. This is real.
No, but you know, I think that honestly it makes some women uncomfortable with my level of comfort, and that they can't be that way in their spaces and their families or their friendships or whatever. So it kind of rubs them the wrong way out of jealousy. And you don't have to be. You too. That's what I want to do. I'm a girl's girl. Like, I want you to feel confident in saying, I don't want to suck your dick tonight, or I don't want, you know, this a dick under 5 inches. Like, I want you to feel comfortable and confident with saying that shit to whomever. If you like girls, say you like girls. If you like trans men, say you like just be honest and open, because who the fuck is gonna check you for your own personal needs and wants? Who's gonna check you for that?
Right.
Some people might have a problem with it too, because it's the mirror, right? So it's like you're holding the mirror up to them, and they can't even accept that they feel the same way you feel, and can't even express it because they give a fuck too much about what other people say.
Right.
It's the mirror that they never wanted to look in.
Yeah, so they can't be themselves. They see somebody else being themselves, and it's like, why they gotta do that? But you know damn well behind closed doors, you're doing all the same shit, saying all the same shit, and thinking all of the same shit.
Exactly. I really do think that is what it is too. Like the mirror. It's funny because men usually don't have a problem with the way that I speak on the show. I do think that it intimidates.
Absolutely not. It's
interesting. Who doesn't want to hear about
it's
titties,
beautiful.
It's sucking and getting the secrets to loving the ladies. Like,
I
want
be
the
like,
secret.
listen, I like it. Like,
put me on.
That you talk about sex that openly, and that you're you know, just confident in who you are or whatever. I don't really get too much problems with some guys. It's very interesting because, like I said, you guys have known me since we were all little kids. And for you to not know that side of me and listen to the podcast and learn these things sexually about me and what I require, it doesn't make you uncomfortable. And you're like my family. So
I wasn't surprised so much because I've been in a room with like you and the girls. Like it'd be just me and y'all. Like I was y'all gay friend or some shit. Like I'm just Twan chilling in the room with y'all and shit. But I would get so much information just hanging with y'all, and it'd be reflective. Like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't treat the chick like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, maybe I do gotta move this way. I got so much game from just chilling with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God!
And
we're not responsible for your fuckery. Okay.
I talk to Sumz about that all the time because I used to hang out with my uncle a lot, and it would just be me and him in a room full of women. We go to my old block, hang out. It's me and him, a bunch of chicks, and everybody's talking shit. I'm like 16, 17 years old, and they just giving me game about how to deal with the chicks. And I'm like, oh, that's all I got to do? Oh, that's all I got to say?
Let me tell you what's so important about that. Right? So, Cap, you see how you said you learned from being around women having that conversation. And I know pretty sure you was like a fly on the wall most of the time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure you probably asked and probably was part of the conversation too, right?
Definitely. And I was trying to cop feels, but that's a story for another day.
Of course.
There's so many dudes, right? On the corner picking up so-called game from the other stupid ass niggas on the corner. And that's why we got so many fuck boys and generation of fuck boys that ain't learning and ain't doing nothing better. And ain't really learning how to treat a woman or even learning how to treat yourself and treat a woman at the same time.
Right.
So that's why your platform, I think, is really important.
Thank Facts. You. Yes.
And,
I try. We definitely do try. Sometimes we get into arguments, Ali and I, because we disagree on various topics. But people are like, that's good for entertainment. We don't want to see you agreeing with each other all the time. And because he and I are friends, we were friends before we started the show. It's just taking our phone conversations and putting them on a podcast. Sometimes we do, go back and forth about certain things, certain topics, but that's life. You're not going to agree with everybody. And that's what I tell the women who DM me or who send me, to even the family members of mine. There's a lot of family members who won't listen to my show. Because they're like, oh no, like that you wow. I'm like, I talk about
I didn't want to know you like that. I don't want to talk about your fallacious acts over Thanksgiving dinner this year.
Listen, like I've noticed that people, like my family, started looking at me like a little different, a little bit. Like I heard about your little podcast and shit. I'm like,
you wasn't sweet old Ebony no more. You was nasty. You was like, nasty.
I've got 3 kids. At the very least, you motherfuckers know I'm fucking. Like I am having sex.
Look, they might know you fucking, but they don't know you're nasty. And nobody wants to know when you're nasty.
They know now. Look. Yeah. But no, it's been a wild ride being this transparent anyway, in front of as many people as we're listened to, and as many countries as we're listened to. And it's just really, it's baffling. And also I feel like I'm a part of a tribe. So like a large tribe of people who
absolutely
like-minded people too, who are inspired by, even if it's just one woman or one man who learns something from me or is inspired to tell their wife that this is the type of sex that they want, or tell their husband that this is the type of sex that they require, then I feel like I've done my job.
I feel a book deal coming soon or something like that from you.
Are you a psychic?
Hey, I'm telling you, I feel it.
We are manifesting the book deal.
I hit on something? Did I just hit on something?
You did. I don't even think Cap knows.
Did I just hit the clip?
Yeah, we talked about it. Me and you talked about it.
I think you hit the clip. I think you just did that.
I'm telling you, I did. And I heard nothing about it. I swear to God. I heard nothing about it.
He hit this, he hit that, the 2 fingers. Smell my finger, y'all. Smell my finger.
Oh, y'all are stupid.
Do you remember we was at the studio not too long ago, and I just kept putting my finger under Puppet Nose?
What is wrong with you?
Yo, we
Poor
was
Puppet.
wild.
You guys have been like traumatizing Puppet since the fucking early 2000s. It is sad. I want you to stop.
Yo,
Yo,
but
Eb, this was like last year.
That is
That's
I was just-
ridiculous.
yeah.
This was
Like,
last
That was
year. I
last
just
year.
kept doing this.
Was it last year?
What?
Was it? No, it was the year before. Yeah, it was last year. It was last year when I came
It
out
was
there.
last year.
We was at
Let's
Earl's
go.
crib. Yeah, you kept going to smell my finger.
Smell my finger.
Smell my finger.
Oh my God,
We're
that's
never-
so disgusting.
We're never gonna grow up. I'm
Never. I
never,
see
ever.
that.
always-
It's great though. Like I love it. I love it.
I'm always gonna be a 14-year-old perverted teenager at
Yeah.
heart. It's never gonna
Yeah.
go nowhere. And if you put me and Sumz or me and my brother Mitch in the same room together, it's gonna be
It's a
bad.
wrap.
We was at BBQs and Mitch was climbing over the fucking table.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
The
Yeah, he was.
fuck?
We got pictures of him
we
like
were
climbing
wilding.
over the table.
But I loved
For
it.
fucking what?
I loved it. That day we had the whole crew together because everybody doesn't get together unless I come in town. So
Right.
we all got the crew together. We're all in BBQs, and it's hilarious to see everybody is still like we're all grown, but everybody's still a fucking child.
A child,
end of
still
the
a teenage
day.
boy on that. That shit would drive me nuts.
You know what's funny? With children / dirty old men.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. That's always been y'all dynamic, y'all friend dynamic, your group dynamic. It's always been the same. There's always like one, like Cap's brother is just a little bit more mature than the rest of them. But y'all are like a big bunch of fucking buffoons that we all love. Like, just we love y'all to death for being that way. Like, you've stayed the same way for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like.
We're ourselves, and I think that's because as a unit, even when there's moments where anybody might disagree or not get along, we've always been able to hold each other accountable for who we are.
Yes.
And you know, we everybody accepts everybody for who they are, but we also hold you accountable when you're a little outside of that, and we'll get on your neck, and you might not like it, but you respect it because at least somebody's keeping it real with you in a world where other people would just let you be a fuck up or be a dick or, you know what I'm saying, or treat somebody else bad. They'll just roll with you for the sake of rolling with you because you're a crew.
Right.
That shit don't roll over here.
Yeah.
When
nah.
you wrong, when you
Never
wrong, you
letting that
wrong.
happen.
When you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm gonna get on the phone and I'm gonna call you and tell you you're a piece of shit and I love you at the end of the day, but you fucking up
Right.
today. And you might not speak to me for a couple of months,
It's all right.
but you got, hey, you're gonna come back.
Yeah, you be
come
all right.
back,
You,
yeah.
you didn't
But
die. Like you have to be that responsible for your people, period. And not lead them into darkness and not let them just
Right.
drive themselves insane or crazy or to death. Like we have to be, if you have the privilege to have a hand or role in someone's life, you need to take that shit serious. And that
Right.
means that you now have become responsible for that other human being. Yeah, we have children. We're all parents here, but I'm also responsible for you. So if I see you're doing something stupid, I'm going to fucking call you on it, and you don't have to like it. It's my responsibility to you to help make sure that you elevate and not stay in the same lane or regress. Like, no, what the fuck?
Right.
What kind of friend would you be if you let people do that shit all the time? I'm like, don't pacify me. Tell me the real. Tell me the
And
raw.
that's love right there. That's
Yeah.
real
Yeah,
love.
that's
And you know
Yeah.
what?
love.
I was talking to my cousin one time, and he was like, "You know what? Family don't really love you." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And we was talking about family who we get together all the time and who I have like the biggest heart for. But he's like, "Yo, you know what? If somebody sees that you have like a certain problem, and they sit around and they just allow it to happen, that's not love."
No, it's
I
not.
thought about it. I'm like, you know what? You're right. It's not love. If somebody could sit around and not like really pull you to the side and say, yo, let's get this together, and all of the family get around you and make sure that we nip shit in the bud.
Yeah.
Then where is the real love? What is it then? What do we really have at the end of the day if it's just all about Thanksgivings and Christmases?
Right.
And,
You gotta take care of your people, and that's not only when they're in your presence. It's not only doing the traditional things and the things that society tells us we need to gather for or whatever. It's also having those hard conversations like, bitch, you fucking up. My friend circle will fucking tell. They have gathered me like, bitch, you're fucking up, and you need to get your shit together one way or another. And I am the same way. I tell my friends all the time, you could either do this the easy way or we could fight, and you're still gonna do it, like, because it's what's necessary. So, family is obligated to be around us.
That's what I was going to say.
Earn their love. We're born into their love.
Correct.
So when you have a friend, you earn every part of your relationship. You earn the first interaction is earned, and you build that foundation off by earning parts of them. That's so dope. Now that we're friends, you've earned that. Now you've earned my love, and now you've earned my respect. Everything is earned. With family, blood relatives, they're obligated to love you because you're placed in their DNA stream. So it's just like, all right, well, I got to love you because it's family. Right. With friends, these are your chosen family. So to me, my friends are more important. Those relationships are more important. Now I have family members that I'm friends with as well. But I'm choosing you. I choose my people. Everybody who's in my circle, I choose for a reason, and I am chosen to be in theirs, and I take it serious. So, if we need to fight, then we gonna fight. But if you don't want these hands,
that's why I tell everybody. I tell a lot of people I got a family I was born with, and then I have a family that I built.
Yes,
I built a family. I built a band of brothers. And it's
you
beautiful.
Really did.
It's dope because I've watched everybody grow, and for a lot, I look at a lot of crews, a lot of people, groups of people that I knew growing up, and a lot of them have had to bury their friends.
Yeah,
and a large portion of their friends might be in jail. A large portion of them aren't even friends no more. Fell out. And I look at my people, and I can say maybe one or two people are in prison. Everybody's still alive. By the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of that. I say that often. Like, I'm proud of that I haven't had to bury anybody to no bullshit. Yeah. But that's because, hey, if let's say Boys in the Hood, if one of us wanted to get out the car like Trey, everybody got out the car. It was a bad idea.
Everybody getting out the car. Yeah.
We're not even going to take this trip. Somebody was smart enough to say, "Nah, we ain't doing this."
Yep.
It wasn't just, I'm gonna slide off and I ain't going. No, we all not doing this. We're not doing this.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
And that's what I love. Like, I'm glad every day I got these dudes that I can call at any given day.
Yeah. My mother says she has more sons than she ever wanted.
Yeah, mine too.
It's a fact.
Mine too.
It's a fact. So, Eb, let me ask you a question, right?
Yes.
So, being that your show is about being so open, right? What is one of the most hardest things that you ever had to talk about, or that you chose to talk about?
The hardest thing that I had to talk about was this recent breakup that I just experienced, because that relationship I was very open about on the show. It was hard to talk about just in general, like not to my friends and shit like that, but the particulars of the relationship and the breakup and going through the whole story was difficult. But on the show, realizing that I send my listeners through all of the parts of my life is kind of like a roller coaster. So whereas in the beginning of my relationship with him, I'm talking about how great he is and how, my guy this and my man that and yada, 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 to now being at this space where I have to be open about the breakup. That was really hard because I still was reconciling with the why things needed to go the way that it went. Why did it need to be as traumatic as it went? Because it really was a bad, probably the worst breakup that I've experienced. And I have children by a man who is the spawn of the devil. But it was harder. It was the hardest one for me because I'm a different woman. I'm elevated. I vibrate on a very high frequency and I hold myself to a high regard. So the fact that I had to acknowledge within myself, number one, that this relationship wasn't what I thought it was, and that essentially I had to take an L. I got duped. And then admit it on the podcast was really hard. I think, I'm not sure if you guys have heard the episode, but
I heard it.
You heard it. It was hard to, I know it was hard to listen to.
Yeah.
As my friend and as somebody that I've known and built with and bonded with and for over 20, that's a long time to be friends with somebody. To listen to me cry, I don't fucking cry.
You
like,
don't.
I don't cry for shit. Like, it's got to be death or a TV show that I'm crying about. But these niggas, fuck out of here. I ain't crying over no nigga. So the fact that I was like on the show and burst into tears at a few different points with talking about the breakup and then talking about how my friends have loved on me through it was hard. It was really hard, but it also shows people that it doesn't matter where you are in life. Things can still happen to you. You can still, experience loss. You can still experience heartbreak, and it doesn't make you less of a woman. It doesn't make you less of a man or weaker or whatever. You just got to pivot. You got to learn from that circumstance. And what I do is break parts of my life down. Like, start from the beginning. Why did I react this way? And then how did it end me here? So that way I know what to not do for the next relationship.
Correct.
And, but talking about it on the show was like, I'm used to being funny and not emotional.
Yeah.
So the fact that I could talk about anything else, but talking about my emotions is really hard for me. I feel like I'm a nigga. Like, there's a nigga living on the inside of me, and I can't fully just I feel uncomfortable with talking about grief and heartbreak because I feel like I'm supposed to be stronger than that. But I got through it, and now I understand that the balance of divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy in me, it needs to be 50-50. I can't have, 75% divine masculine energy when it comes down to emotions, but 85 when it comes down to sex. I need to be balanced. 85 on the feminine energy when it comes down to sex. I need to be balanced the whole time. So that was my biggest lesson in that, through talking about it on the podcast and talking about it with my friends, recognizing that your self-esteem is a constant thing too. You guys are married. I'm not married, and I haven't been in a relationship past 6 years. But your self-esteem, you have to continuously work on that. You can't think you a hot nigga today and then 10 years down the line still be holding on to that hot nigga that you thought you was 10 years ago. Oh, yeah. You have to continuously do the work. I have built myself up from having severe low self-esteem as a child, as a teenager, and in my early 20s. Throughout my whole 20s, actually, I had shitty self-esteem, to now feeling like can't nobody fuck with me. I'm a hot bitch out here. I'm dope as fuck. I've really built myself up to get into a relationship where I allowed everything that I require to not be a requirement anymore. That's a form of lowering your self-esteem or falling back into low self-esteem. So it's a constant. I learned that throughout this breakup. But talking about it was hard. Just it's easier talking to you guys now because you're my family. But I'm not even thinking about the podcast aspect of it. But sitting across from Ali and knowing that there was thousands of people who's gonna listen to me cry and talk about my heartbreak that was hard.
I love how he handled it with you.
He did.
I love that guy. Hey man, Ali,
you gotta get him
Whiskey
on here
Lee,
too.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get. I love his takes on hip hop as well.
Okay.
We're a definite hip hop podcast, so I love his hip hop takes. Every now and then we're in the DMs when he posts something, and I'm like, hey, I fucking agree with that, or I'm stealing this.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, you got
the way he handled that as my partner and my friend. I really do have to give him, because he was angry. Lee was mad as fuck, but he handled it on the show with grace and let me get it out instead of falling into protective male mode that you guys have. It's fuck that nigga.
I'm definitely fuck that guy. Hey guy, whatever Jeremy, you motherfucker, whatever the fuck your name is, Meerkat, fuck you, Meerkat.
Meerkat. He's a meerkat.
Fuck you, Meerkat. And when we see you in the street, it's baseball bats, chains, and knives, buddy.
Yes. Yes, most of my male friends is like, oh,
Yeah.
all right, so we get to kill him now. And I'm like, no, that's why the name of the episode was "So Do We Get to Kill Him?"
So
because
do
fuck
we get
that
to
guy.
kill him?
Fuck
That's
him.
hilarious. But you hit so many levels there. Because I'm pretty sure you touched so many females who first of all, life is like I said, you hit a lot of levels. Life is a roller coaster, right?
Yes.
So
That shit right.
you know, people have relationships and they don't always end well. And
Right.
you don't have to hide that it didn't end well.
Right.
You know, if you thought this motherfucker was Prince Charming at the end, at the beginning, and you find out he's a piece of shit okay, so be it. Now
Right.
it's on to the next one, but don't act like like it didn't happen. You can address it. You know what I'm saying? That's one, and I feel like a lot of people feel like they need to hide that. You know what I'm saying? That they end up being with a fuckboy and they was duped the whole time.
Right.
It happens. It really
Right.
does happen. But I definitely think that you touched a lot of people with that, man. And
Thank
especially
you.
having that level of understanding of yourself. You know what I mean? And going back and saying, well, where did I get duped at? What got me there? What got me to this point?
Yes.
What got me to this point, and make sure that I reevaluate myself.
Right.
And that's the most important thing.
You know, the goal is to be in a successful relationship for me. Like, as far as open and as wild as I am, I still want to be with one man and possibly a girl. We can have a girlfriend.
Hey.
But, you know,
I done broke my hat. I done popped my top. Look at that. I done popped my top.
I can over-shoulder the shoot for that, Cap.
Over shoulder shooters, baby.
Over-shoulder the shooter.
Oh my God, he's at a pop my top. Oh shit. No, like the goal is to be in a successful relationship. Indeed. And in order for me to be and to attract the man that I am here for, my life partner, you don't want to do the same things. You don't want to make the same mistakes, and you don't want to devalue yourself at all. And what I did in that relationship was devalue myself. For as high as I think of myself, I really did put him on a higher pedestal than I did myself. So that was where I needed to find. I needed to sift through all the anger, because I really was just like, I'm going to put him in a jar. I don't know if your listeners know, but I'm a witch. And I also, like, I accept the dark side. So it's like, oh, well, let's just put him in a jar and just, call it a day. But that doesn't fix me. That doesn't fix what it is in me that caused me to react the way that I did, or to act the way that I did. And doing the hard work is tough, but I don't want to repeat that cycle. So in order for me to not do that, you have to find the catalyst and work through it, and for however long it takes. But you saying that, women, a lot of women don't even want to acknowledge that they got duped. It's because of we don't want, what? This nigga got the gotcha on my ass. Like, nobody, it doesn't feel good, but it's also human. Like, we have to, all of the emotions that we are given are there for a reason. And because we're living a human experience. So you can't expect to be alien for matters of heartbreak, but human for all the other things.
Let me ask you a question. You know a lot of females. You ever have a female say, I duped that nigga. Got that nigga.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
I've heard a bunch of women say that to me. I got him. I gave him the best sex of his life. Now I got him hooked. Gave him the best head of his life. Now I got him hooked. He'll do anything right now. And it's like, all right, we'll see.
I know a lot of women who have, before they, elevated, and some now still, who, make it a sport to get these guys. And I also...
They find the mark. They find the mark.
They
find
do,
the target,
but
they hit it.
The only thing that I encourage my friends to do, and other women, when you are living in that life, is to be honest with the men. Because guys are not, I'm sorry, but y'all are not y'all are swayed very easily.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I'm not gonna lie. That's a fact.
Yeah. I love when you do that. Like, I tried to find the easiest way to say that.
No, don't say it easy.
We are about the pussy.
Don't say it.
Ass. Like, it's true.
Let me tell you.
Men have So most of the time, we have a narrow way of thinking.
Yes. And you know, as long as, for most men, because not all guys are like this,
Right.
but
That's what I'm saying.
as long as you talk to them nice and you suck their dick real good and you just the nastiest bitch on the street, they will legitimately give you whatever you want. They will do whatever it is that you want, because nobody has experienced, like, I have never experienced sexual satisfaction like that ever. And there are lots of women who hone those sexual skills because of that, because they want to do guys, because, you know, I know I have friends who don't have to work. These various men will pay all their bills. They buy them whatever they want. They take them places. They fly them out. Even now in the pandemic, they do all of that shit now because they make them feel wanted. I think that men and women always want to feel wanted, but for men, it's a little bit easier to make them feel wanted. You can't give me a compliment, tell me I'm pretty every day, and think that that's going to make me feel wanted. But if I see you every day and I'm just like, damn, daddy, just that alone makes a nigga like, oh, shit.
I'll
bitch.
tell you this.
Like,
right. I'll tell you this.
What you want? Like,
I'm going to tell you this.
A bitch, some niggas.
Go ahead. I'm going to say what I got to say after.
Who like, no, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? She's one of the chicks, and I'm going to just get whatever. And there's some niggas like who go to the strip club and be like, you seen the way she was dancing on me? You seen the way she was, and really believe in their head that, you know what I'm saying, that there's a real attraction there.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, bitch, and I mean it in a good way. You better respect the fact that I can read well. God damn it. I can read. I'm smart. I like Adam Sandler films.
Me
and
too.
I like motherfucking rom-coms, God damn it. And you ain't just gonna be out here getting me. I said it 2 episodes ago. I say it again. I'm like Raphael Sadiq. I got more than just some good dick and some money, bitch.
Yeah. Well, you know, those are the guys that we value. Those are the men that we value, but there are other men who lead with money.
When you say we,
and we just let them.
When you say we, the elevated women that respect themselves in others.
I will say that, yeah, because there's a lot of women who don't.
Because there's a lot of other ones. There's a lot of other ones that take guys like that for granted.
Yes.
Yes.
And he is a good guy. He don't got it all the way. He has his self together. He knows who he is. He's honest with you. He's upfront, and they'll still run him through the ringer because they want that other shit that they see that somebody else is having.
Yes.
Or what they believe in their mind that they should have. I tell people all the time, we're brought up different. Women are brought up in a fairy tale world. They're brought up
most of the time.
Most of the time, not all, but a large majority live in a fairy tale world where you're supposed to meet the Prince Charming. He's supposed to give you the glass slipper. He's gonna take care of you for life.
Yeah.
And we're taught the opposite of that. We're taught. My mama told me you better shop around.
Yeah.
And so women are mostly just thinking every guy's supposed to be the Prince Charming. For some women, every guy's supposed to be the Prince Charming, give you everything you want, and then we're taught, hey, play around, look around, and when you're ready, then you settle. Let's not use the word settle. I hate the word settle. Settle means like you're accepting something that you really don't want, but it's just time.
Right.
But you choose when you're ready to be with that person that you want to be with.
Right.
Right.
And that's where these opposites come in and where these headbutts come in, because there's these expectations from one side, and then there's this other side like, well, I'm supposed to fish around out here.
Yeah, yeah. I think that nobody tells women that they also are supposed to fish around.
Yeah.
I think that is something that men and like our parents' generation, I should say, and some men in this generation and most of them in our parents' generation and above don't feel like women should be that free and that open and that experimentative, explorative, or whatever. We get called sluts and hoes, but and also like that builds our wants and needs. Being like having sex with one guy for the rest of your life, I don't think is like, what? You don't know nothing else besides that dick, so you don't really know what it is that you want. You don't know what kind of dicks you like. Even you haven't given yourself a chance to experiment with different positions from different people, different body types, different skin color, like whatever, different quirks, like nothing. You need to go out there and kind of have a period or a whole phase or whatever the fuck they call it. So that you can explore, just like men are taught to do that. Because when you do that, you kind of open up what your requirements are. You don't know what your requirements are until you live life. So men know exactly what type of woman that they want. Because they spent her whole life. So many other women, right?
Like, she spent her whole life with Jeffrey, and now she watch Magic Mike every Friday when he go out with the boys and shit.
Exactly. And now she wants to cheat.
Yeah,
I agree with you on women should definitely test the waters, but I think it's a certain way that women should do it. I see that sometimes a lot of times women try to do it. Women try to do it the way guys do it. And guys are fucking dogs. Like, you can't go out there just fucking everything the way guys do it. Because guys are fucking dogs. I just think that.
So why not though? Because why not though? Why is it why does it have to be one way and not the other way? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you think that? Is that because that's what you're taught? Or is it because that's what you really feel on the inside?
Yeah.
It may be conditioning. It may be a part of conditioning. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. For me, having grown up with so many women in my family, right? I don't want to see women fucking everything the way I know my guys do. I feel like it brings you down just a little bit. That's the way I feel. And it might be a part of conditioning, but that's just the way I see it. I feel as though you can still have multiple partners. You can still go out there and test the waters. But can we admit there are sluts?
Yes.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Don't be a slut.
Right.
You can test the waters, but don't be a slut. That's what I'm trying to say.
Whoremonger.
So I found better words to bring it in.
Whoremonger.
You could go out and test the waters, but don't be a slut.
I think that sluts are, in my opinion, because we all were kind of conditioned the same way, to think the same way about women and men and what our roles are and what we should and shouldn't do. What I have learned, or what I think that a slut is someone who is not honest with her partners. So she's fucking you, and she's making you feel like you are the man and you the only one in her life, but she's also fucking your brother and your cousin and your fucking best friend and shit like that. That's what guys do. That's what I'm talking about. I don't like for nobody to do shit like that.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. I
teach my sons the same way that I teach my daughters, and as they get older, any child, any teen that is brought to me who's sexually active, I tell them the same thing. If you're honest with your partners, then nobody can expect anything other than what the fuck you're telling them. So if I feel like fucking you and fucking your brother, I'ma say it to you. I want to fuck both of y'all. Like, that's her prerogative. Why? Because it's her pussy, and nobody else owns that pussy besides her. Now, you want to make sure that you're safe when you're out here fucking around and doing, having, wild sex or whatever. Make sure you got condoms or shit. But it's your prerogative what you want to do with your dick. As long as you're not lying to people and you're not giving false pretenses that you are ready to settle down or you want to be in a relationship or whatever the case is, you can do whatever you want with your dick, just like I can do whatever I want with my pussy. And if I choose to fuck 10 niggas in a day, it's going to be difficult, but that's what the fuck I want to do with my box. Like, And I don't think that, I think that people have these hangups, these crazy ass hangups about sex, but they don't put the same type of energy into morals or ethics or integrity or anything like that. They solely think that women should just be demure, or not even demure, but like they don't want you to be a freak with everybody else. They just want you to unleash that shit on them. How the fuck you think I learned how to be nasty? From fucking. Hello?
Right.
I got the fuck in order to make you happy, to know how to give you a blowjob without even fucking barely doing anything. Like, I could touch you and make you nut on yourself. Like, I had to learn those things. So please stop acting like I need to be one partner for the rest of my life, or 5 even, or whatever the case, whatever low number men have it in their heads, or like there's a threshold. If you reach over 20, then you're automatically a hoe, or you're too fast. No, nigga, like, it's her box. And as long as she's being safe and honest with everybody that's involved, it ain't nobody's business what she does.
Right. Well, that other side is the insecure guy, the insecurity within himself. Well, damn, how many she had that's better than me? How many she thinking about? You know, that's the insecure guy.
And that's when you gotta coddle your man a little bit. Like, baby, nobody's better than. What are you talking about? Why are you worried about them?
God.
Why would you even question me about another man?
But now where's the honesty? The honesty just went right out the window with that one.
Right.
No, it's not. That's not being honest, because that's not lying and saying.
That's omitting.
If I'm in a relationship with you, then nobody is better.
Fam, don't coddle me, dog. Just say, hey.
No, you do gotta coddle.
No.
Men's feelings need to be coddled.
Maybe me, because I'm secure in myself and I know who the fuck I am. Don't fucking coddle me. Say, hey, we got some room for some improvement over here. Treat it like a fucking job. You're the manager.
If there's
this
room
is the
for
job.
improvement, then yes, right?
You licked a little too much to the left today. Let's get over to the right. You got to use your right side. I know you're a southpaw, but let's get a little orthodox over here, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, give me some
also,
constructive criticism.
If that's a whole nother lane, right? Constructive criticism is a whole nother thing. You have to be willing to hear it as well. But if you specifically ask me if somebody was better than you, whatever guy I'm currently in a relationship with, nobody is better to him than him to me, because I chose you because you're better than them. So it's not a lie. No, nobody's better than you, because you're here with me right now. I could be fucking him. If I thought I want the best, I don't want second string. I want the first round draft pick. That's what the fuck I want. So every nigga that I select is first round for me. Whether I'm fucking you, dating you, or we in a relationship, you're first round.
Until he knocked the gravy over. Until he knocked the gravy over on the table, and you like, lip thick motherfucker. That's why James was better than you anyway.
No. Oh, stupid ass with your fucking balls is lopsided ass nigga.
And that's why your mama's 57 with baby hairs, nigga.
Stupid. Yo, and the constructive criticism makes the relationship better and more fun.
It does.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Tell
People
me I ain't
just need
shit
to be
on Thursday.
open to hearing it.
Yeah, please tell me I ain't shit on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know I ain't shit on Thursday. That's all. Just be honest with me.
All right.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is so much fun. What's next?
Absolutely.
Let's get into a few of the topics. I know you got mad questions though. Yo, let me tell you something, Sumz. Today, you are shining today, and I'm gonna give you your flowers today. You are shining today. You are taking the lead today, and I want you to tell you it feels good to sit back just a little bit and watch you lead.
Oh my God.
And ask all the questions today. You are coming with the hard-hitting questions, and I love it.
You know why? Because it's interview, and
he's an interviewer. I'm a shit
he's
talker.
He's a really good interviewer. Like, he gonna ask the hard questions and pull it out of people. So I think that, you know, having more guests on the show is really a good look for you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I love this shit, man. I'm watching you shine today. Look at the light. Yeah. The light is just shining off of the right side of your face, and that is.
It is. It really is. You have a glow. You know. I think you're vibrating higher at this point.
Guys, you're making me blush.
Gold star for Marcus. Gold star for Marcus.
Gold star for Mark.
Gold star. Yo, did you see his face when she said that?
Oh,
yo, he looked up like, what? Oh my gosh, gold star for Marcus.
Yo,
nah, but it's great. But you do have some questions, right? Some topics you want to get into?
Yeah, let's get into a few topics. Let's talk some shit about some people in the world, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Before we do that, I want to send a rest in peace out to Tommy Tiny Zeus Lister.
Yeah,
absolutely. Rest in peace.
Recently,
rest in peace, Debo.
We love Debo, Zeus. I met him as Zeus, as a kid that loved wrestling.
Yes.
When he fought Hulk Hogan and he was coming in there just karate chopping niggas on the back and shit. They'd fall out all over the place. No, I fucking called the no holds barred hotline and ran my grandmother's phone bill up to like $200.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
it was,
you really was hitting it. They
what?
wouldn't let me do
Yo,
that.
let
shit.
me tell you, it was 2 hotlines I called and I put about $200 on there, and that was the no holds barred hotline 800 number, and it was the Run DMC. Tough when they put out Tougher Than Leather, the Run DMC hotline. Speaking of Run DMC, I got my shoes this week.
You got your shoes?
Hey.
Woo! I finally, so for 13 years. For 13 years, I've been trying to catch any pair of Run DMC fucking sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally got these shits.
He's been talking about them shits for the longest.
I got one more pair to get.
There's a black. Happy for you.
There's a black pair with Jam Master Jay on it, and everybody knows how much I love Jam Master Jay. So I'm gonna, if they're still out there, I don't care what size they are, I'm buying them shits because I'm probably not gonna wear none of these. I'm gonna put them in a glass case with a Godfather hat in my crib somewhere.
I was about to say you got a big ass foot cap. Okay.
Hey. Call 1-888-976 Captain for a good time.
Hold on, where my shoes at? Let me get some. Where my shoes?
But yeah,
get some
what?
I'm stupid.
But yeah, rest in peace to Tiny Zeus Lister. We met him as Zeus. He was Debo on Friday. He's been in multiple movies, and he's always been a fixture in our culture. Yeah. Like he's like being Debo'd was a thing. Like his character became a thing.
Yes,
that can happen to you.
You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? So just a good rest in peace to.
Yo, you right. I didn't even think about that. How much he actually meant to our culture in a way where he became a term.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I'm about to Debo this nigga. He just got Debo. Like, you know what I mean?
I just called one of my kids Debo yesterday. I was like, all right, Debo. Like,
yeah, we got to put some more respect on his name, man.
We do.
I think he's always had the respect, though. I think he's always, when you look at the outpouring of love that he has, and he's always got that over the years. Whenever somebody's with him, they post a picture with him. So I'm glad he always got the love.
Yeah,
but he got that from the industry. Like even just now, how I thought about it, like within the streets, without even thinking about like the movies and everything else. Just the fact that we use that term so much that came from him. I don't think a lot of people realize that one point right there. That I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
That's dope. I didn't even think about that.
Beat him down, beat you down.
What bike pump?
Rest in peace, Tiny Zeus Lister. I want to get into I seen Tiana Taylor, and this is perfect because having a guest that has not done music in a very long time, I saw that Tiana Taylor, which is in my head, she's like my cousin.
Yes, I love her.
And I saw that she's gonna retire from music.
Yeah.
And it kind of made me sad because she's such a dope artist. She's such a dope personality. I've met her in real life. I met her like when she was young, right before her Sweet 16 thing came out. I met her in real life. She's like really like a genuine cool person. And to see what she's went through in the industry, because I follow her career from the Sweet 16 to Google Me to the Star Trek deal, the Kanye deal, like, and watched what she went through. To see her want to quit because of the way the machine made her feel, it saddens me because she's such a dope artist and she gives so much of herself in her music, in the videos she does, even in just photo shoot. Like, you could tell, like, she loves what she does. And that one thing just jaded her from a part of her creativity.
Yeah.
And it made me want to ask you, like, I looked at that and it made me want to ask you. I thought of you and I'm like, what made you want to say music? Nah. Because I've had those days. And a lot of people, like, niggas cussed me out.
Yeah.
Like when I just said that we was gonna run up on Meerkat with the knives, the bats, the chains.
Yeah.
Niggas ran up on me with the knives, the bats, and chains, and was like, no, we're not gonna allow it to happen.
Yeah.
So what was it that made you say, fuck that music, I can't anymore?
The machine industry. I really loved doing music. I love singing. But when you're a woman in the industry, especially back then, like we were young, we started the group when I was like 16. So being exposed to the nastiness of the industry when it comes down to young women, it really taking, someone who had low self-esteem and putting them in a group with, the group that me and Katami formed, shout out to Tommy, with pretty girls, made me feel prettier. So it did the opposite, whereas, when you're in a group with a bunch of girls, pretty girls, it kind of heightens up your ugly. I felt prettier. But then when we get into the industry's offices, and we're at Universal, and we're at Def Jam, and we're, and all of these places, and they're just picking us apart. It did a lot for my self-esteem, to the point where I didn't recognize me. What I had to realize, and it's probably what Tiana realized too, is that the industry is not about music. Like, if it was about music, I would be a billionaire by now.
Yeah.
Like, Paradise would have been known. I would not be Ebby The Stacked. I would be something completely different. I would be someone completely different. Because the industry is what ruined music for me. Music was always good. The songs were always good. We always grew vocally together, and we blended better, and we learned more about each other just as sisters. But as soon as we get into the hands of people who are industry, the music is the last thing that they give a fuck about. They care about your look. They care about your weight, your image, your marketing. Who has a boyfriend? Nobody has a boyfriend. You're not allowed to have boyfriends. All you need to do is lose weight. Remember when I used to have blonde hair?
Yeah.
That was because I
was there for pretty much all of it, for the most part.
So like the decision for me to go blonde was somebody has to go blonde. Like, like, it was just very much nitpicky about our look.
It was no longer about the art. No. It was about the look, and it was about the presentation.
It was about the presentation, and it was about how they could sell us. And it also was very skeevy, being sexualized by these grown ass men. In multiple different, like, I'm talking meetings with big wigs from just about every label, who feel and talk and look the same way. Just nasty, skeevy old men preying on these young girls, looking at my titties and looking at Katami's ass and sexualizing us so young that it kind of, like, once I got in my 20s, I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, I'm going to be strung out on drugs. Like, Amy Winehouse was one of my favorite artists of all time. I love her so much. And when I identified with that downward spiral so much that I was like, that's going to be me. I'm going to wind up fucking ODing or some shit because I can't take the pressures of being perfect. And it was fucking with the relationship that we had with each other. Like, they started pitting us against each other.
You guys didn't have any wall, any type of somebody there to protect y'all from that?
We did and we didn't. Our parents were always involved. Tommy's mom at one point had became our manager. And she was really good at being there and protecting us. I love her mother so much. I owe a lot to her in my adult life. Like, I do a lot of the same things that she did when we were kids. Like, our families were really tight, especially Tommy's family and mine. And we still are very tight. But they did the best that they could do, but we were also like 17 and 18 at this point. So it's like, you can't tell me shit. Y'all already know. You couldn't tell me shit from since I'm 15. So like 18-year-old Ebby, and I was the oldest one in the group. 18-year-old Ebby is like, fuck out of here, I do what I want. So yeah, you know, they were with us at the meetings and shit like that, but we spent a lot of time outside of her mom's like cover. Right. So it was during those times rather, that we would get, you know, preyed on and talked to, and just like it was weird. And
so for some of the sorry to cut you off.
No,
some of the young girls that might be listening, can you kind of just share some of the things that they may need to look out for? Some girls that may be trying to get into the industry right now. Can you tell them like what type of things to look out for? What are some of the red herrings that you would totally stay away from right now?
Any man who's in a position of power who's telling you about your body, that's a no-no. Telling you about your body, like the look is different. Like you have to image-wise. I mean, the industry has grown, I will say. So they're not really that stickler for image anymore. Like I don't think they are when I was coming up. But yeah, any grown man, if you're a teen or a child, and no grown man needs to look at you in a sexual way at all. Even if it's to say you're not going to appeal to such and such and such, because it's skeevy and it's gross, nasty. The most important thing, not necessarily to look out for, but to do, is to build your fucking team. And that doesn't just consist of your parents. It needs to be adults, people who you trust, who you can take with you everywhere you go, who are also beasts, who won't tolerate the bullshit. Because, you know, in your teenage years, they're very formative on how you look and how you view yourself. I spent my formative years being judged by other people, by men and women and in the industry, and also by myself. So it did me dirty. What you want to do is build a team of people who will repel that from you. And then whoever comes around, they already know not to fuck with you because your peoples is on guard.
Right. And you know, that's what I meant, because I knew Katami mother was a manager. I knew you had that. But when I said like somebody protect you from that, that's what I meant. Like, did y'all have the team? No. You know what I'm saying? To really make sure like, nah, I don't trust that nigga. Nah, we staying away from that. Yeah, no doubt, manager. I know you managing this, but I don't trust this right here. This don't look good and it don't feel right. And you hit the nail on the head with that.
Yeah, the team is important. Advice. Like we've had the like we've been fortunate to work with people who didn't always, like it all wasn't bad. You know, all the people that we came across weren't bad. We had a manager, his name was Daryl. He was really good with us. Older man, but also very like uncle-like. So, and he was responsible for refining Paradise. Yeah. Like we were rough around the edges before we got to Daryl. We were really like thugged out girls who just so happened to sing. So, but Daryl came and he was like, no, you have to sharpen this. You have to refine this. Ebony, you don't have to be on guard all the time and want to fight everybody at every minute. You know, we have to accentuate what we accentuate, but you're still little girls. You're still young. So you got to dress up. Like he was the only one to really do that for us. So, but other than that, we didn't really, like, we were our own team. Wow. So if somebody was disrespecting Katami, they already know that I'm on your ass. I'm on your head. Or Mika, God rest in peace. I'm on your ass. Rest in peace, Mika. Even that was difficult. Like, you know, Tamika's death was difficult. That was one of the most difficult deaths of my life. And I was already out the group. I already given away music and stopped doing music. I had a child at that point. Yeah. But I really ultimately just wanted to own my life. Why I left was because I wanted to be responsible and own my own life and not have it be owned by any kind of industry and other people, including my group members. I didn't want them to own me either.
Damn.
Yeah.
Deep. Now, also with that being said, there's so much here. This is a great conversation. I love this.
It is.
I ain't gonna lie. You know how much I love this. This is dope. Now, how much did you fight with yourself after you gave up? Like, should I go back?
Oh, you know, that wasn't immediate. Strangely, that was not an immediate reaction that I had. I was really just like, whew, like when I made the call and the girls were upset and we got into an argument and I didn't speak to them for years.
I was there. I was there.
Yeah, it was nasty, but I felt relieved.
I was there for auditioning of members.
Yep.
I was there for audition of members.
Was
yeah.
that it?
Yes. That was crazy.
I remember about auditioning members too.
Yeah.
But okay, go ahead.
I was there.
Yeah. No, when I left, I think how old was I? Like 22.
Mm-hmm.
I was really relieved because I didn't feel like I was boggled down by all these restrictions, things I couldn't eat, things that like immediately I was like, all right, let's go get food. Like, I was really weight conscious. Like, this is the biggest that I've ever been in my life. I'm over 200 pounds. Back then, 200 wasn't even seen of. Like, I teetered 120, 130 around that time. And even that was too big for people. Like, so I felt so restricted in there. And I felt like we were not going anywhere because of the industry and all of the specifications and skeeviness that was going on. So when I made the call, even as bad as the phone call was, my grandparents are calling me. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Sorry. As bad as the conversation was, I felt relieved. It wasn't until maybe like about a couple of months later that I was like, shit, like, okay, now what am I going to do with the rest of my life? Because I had all these plans on being, rich and famous and having all this money. And so now I need to redo my strategy and my plan and shit. Because now I really didn't know what I was going to do with the rest of my life and didn't figure it out until maybe last year.
Wow.
Yo, the dream will take over you so much more like than anything, like because you feel shackled to the dream.
Yeah,
you feel shackled to the dream. You feel so attached to, well, maybe I gotta do this because I always wanted to do this. Everybody expects me to do this, and I want to take care of everybody. I want to get rich enough to take care of everyone.
Right.
Me and Sumz, we talk about that a lot.
I go through that shit every day.
He goes through that a lot. Like he's more of the I gotta take care of everyone person, and I'm more of the these motherfuckers is grown and they got lives and they should have had some dreams too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that came in me growing up, like just realizing like, hold the fuck up. Why y'all waiting for me? Because y'all should have had it together for me so I could get it. You know what I'm saying? So I could just have it together.
Right.
Don't rely on me to have it together for you. So the dream I have you obligated to so many things and so many people. Yes. I get it. I think what keeps me into music is just the love. Like I get a joy. I get this joy when it comes to and specifically hip hop. Like I love all music. But there's this joy for hip hop that I have. Like it's like been a part of my life since I've been alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when I see a person doing good, like I think I was just watching the Drink Champs Cormega and Nori, and I'm just watching their back and forth and their friendship, and that's making me smile and like this happiness because these are these people that I looked at growing up, and it's like wow, like y'all didn't get along at one point, and now y'all are getting along, and y'all are like the dopest niggas I ever heard. That's the shit that keeps me making music. Like to see that you can still be 40 plus years old doing this shit out here and be true to yourself. I just heard a record. I just heard a record today. Capone, Nori, Daz, and Corrupt.
Wow.
Ooh.
And when I saw because Capone, Capone and Daz are doing a group album together, and I was like, I don't know how it's gonna sound, right?
I like that.
And then I saw a clip of the video, and it had all four of them, and I was like, oh, this is hard, and this makes me want to go rap right now. I got to do my show today, but tomorrow I'm going to rap. Like I'm gonna fucking turn fuck the podcast and put all the lights to the side. I'm gonna get in here and rap tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like, I get that excitement. I get, like, you see, I'm excited over Run DMC shoes. Like, my house, like, literally, my house is a hip hop home. Like, it's a hip hop haven.
It is.
my wife, she has fucking EPMD sneakers, Biggie sneakers. I have Public Enemy sneakers. I got pictures all over the walls of like just hip hop. Like I love this shit, and I think that's what keeps me making music. Like I enjoy it so much. Like it's a big part of me. It helps me release.
Yeah.
The biggest thing it does is help me to release, and then it also just makes me feel good. Like I've never felt so good in my life. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not sex that matches up to the way that hip hop makes me feel sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah,
Must be
like,
making love to them sneakers tonight.
You're so stupid.
right in that motherfucking sock pocket, baby.
Did you say in the motherfucking sock?
In the sock pocket. Sock pocket.
In the sock pocket.
Sock
in the
pocket.
sock pocket. Okay. All right.
Because what do you call that? What do you call
That's
that part
a
of the shoe that you put your foot in? I don't know. I'm gonna call it the sock pocket.
I like the sock pocket. I think
Or
also
it could be called the soul hole.
The soul hole.
The soul hole.
Oh.
Yo, y'all crazy.
But yo, Cap, let me ask you: with hip hop giving you so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was there any time that hip hop ever let you down?
Let me down? I think I've let.
Well, you was disappointed in hip hop.
No. And I say no because I grow with it.
Okay.
So I don't get
Gotcha.
I never got I was never like those people that get stagnated into the time of hip hop that they love.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've always when hip hop grows, I grow with it. It's getting older as I get older. And then, I have children, so I don't dismiss what they love and what they like. I also DJ, so I have to be aware of what's going on. So I stay growing with it. Whatever direction it goes in, I go with it. I'm nostalgic as fuck.
Yeah.
And I have those things that I love and I stick to with it. But I grow with it. I don't want to be the old man sitting here talking about, Nas is the greatest rapper of all time, and there's nothing better than Nas and Jay-Z and Big L, and Melly Mel is the greatest rapper of all time. And no.
Yeah.
It's gonna grow. It's gonna go places we never thought it would go. I'm watching it go places people said it wouldn't go.
Right. That's very true.
People said it would go nowhere.
I was at a time where I was just confused where hip hop was going. When you had like a gold all in my chain, gold all in my, and like the look of it, I'm like, this is so not what I'm used to. I'm like, where is hip hop going? And I'm like, it didn't feel comfortable for me. But as you said, I grew with it. It took time because you was on it real early, way before I was. You know what I'm saying? You told me like, yo, don't be that old guy. You know what I mean? And it took time, but I was so confused on where hip hop was going, the look and the sound. But I respect how it grew. And I guess that's sort of like how we was talking about children earlier. You gotta kind of watch the way it grows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I like watching it change, and there's whack shit. There's always been whack shit.
There's always gonna be whack shit.
And then there's great shit, and it's you can pick what you like, which is something we always talk about here on the podcast. Like, there's people that complain about music in general. Oh, the music today is this, that, and the third. Well, that person that you liked 10, 15 years ago, go just search their fucking name and see if they put something out.
That's very easy.
It's not hard.
Very easy.
It's not hard. It's laziness. It's laziness, and it's just people wanting to stay stuck in one place.
That's it. Yep.
I'd rather
Everything
grow.
involves.
I'd rather grow. I could be like right now. I could just be sitting here, the abdominal, raminal, scrominal, raminal. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be that guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm feeling melodic today, and I'm gonna sing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm throw a little auto tune on my shit, and I'm gonna give you some of these melodies. And tomorrow, I'm gonna hit you with some classic Queens bars. Music is not it shouldn't be one thing for you.
Right.
Shouldn't be like you posted a classical playlist, right, Ab? And I hit you, I was like, yo, send me that shit.
Yep.
And I haven't got it yet. I haven't gotten to it yet, but it's there. And I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I know the space I want to be in when I hear it.
Where's the playlist at?
I listen to classical music. It's my favorite type to listen to. So what I do, because I want to expose more Black people to classical, I think, and people of color, period, to classical. So I'll play it on my Instagram and Facebook story, and then I'll send, like right after I play like a clip or whatever, I'll send who the artist is through Apple Music. So if you have an iPhone, I have a playlist on Apple that I can send you the link to or whatever. And as I add more songs onto the playlist, like you'll have access to it. I love music, period. It still speaks to me. R&B is my thing, and then classical, and, hip hop, it's a
I was going to ask you, what do you feel about the state of like R&B right now? Do you like where it is?
I think that there are so many fucking dope singers who don't get enough, like just dope musicians. Jasmine Sullivan is my favorite.
Ooh, love her.
Yo, her new shit is hard.
Beyond incredible, talented. Like the things that woman can do with her voice is just unbelievable. Amber Riley is also like the girl from Glee.
Okay.
God damn it, that girl can fucking sing. Like, holy shit. I'll just be like, what the fuck? But then also, like, I've also more so rather gravitated to male singers, because I've always been the one with the deeper voice in the group. I have just my voice is just deeper. I have more bass in my voice. So male vocals help to stretch my range, so I can do baritone notes as well as soprano notes, because I grew up listening to male singers, and I prefer male singers besides Jasmine Sullivan.
Top 5 male singers, go.
Top 5. So we have Tank, Moses Sumney. Tank is, I love him.
Great.
I really love Jamie Foxx too.
Jamie's a great singer.
There's another guy, Lucky Day. Oh,
I like Lucky Day.
Lucky Day. He's so good. Lucky, Daye is his name. And let's see, that was 4 really quickly.
4.
There's another guy. I can't think of his fucking name. If I could look at my playlist, but he sings this song called Matching Tattoos.
Matching Tattoos, okay.
I can't, his name is Gene something. Oh my fucking God. He is just vocally nasty, but he's also like young and current. So he's singing about current shit, like cursing in his songs. Honorable mention to Bro James.
Gene Noble is his name.
Gene Noble, thank you. I knew it was Gene something. He's good. He's really good. And Ro James, he's one of my favorite male artists, period. I just think he is out of this world talent. And I don't think that the world has fully caught up to him just yet, but he's really, really good. He's like a better singing version of The Dream.
Okay. Dope.
Yo, I love the Dreams writing so much.
I love the Dreams writing. Yeah.
I'm a writer person. Like, I'm a deep down song album person. So I love the people that can like write dope ass songs. That 1977, that Dream joint. Oh, it's a whole oh my God, yo. He put it out as a mixtape first and then put it out as an album.
I'll go back and catch it because I love The Dream.
Yo,
you gotta listen to Ro James. You have to listen to him.
Ro James.
I heard a lot of his stuff. I just gotta dig deeper. It's so much. It's so hard to keep up.
Yeah,
now
it is.
Yeah.
You get such an influx of music now. It is just really totally hard to keep up with all the music that comes out and all the new artists.
Yep.
That's how tech has changed the music industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before, you get an artist, drop an album for a whole year. You won't hear nothing else.
Yes.
Or maybe a few years after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, it's every week.
Yep. It's so easy to put out music that everybody's just doing it. Like,
it's all at your fingertips. It's like right there. Like, so
Yeah.
you got the stuff that you want to listen to that you love so much, and then it's like, let me try to catch up and see what's going on now. And then there's
Yes,
a whole
yes.
bunch of shit, and it's like, who's who, what's what, how do I like, who am I supposed to like, right? Because you go through the who am I supposed to like right now, so you can stay
Yeah,
in the
like,
you can stay in the
what's playing on
now.
the radio?
Yeah.
Like, nobody knows.
Yeah, thank God for kids, man.
Word.
Put you on everything, right?
Yeah,
They
they
kids
put me on. They put
everything,
me
for
onto a
sure.
lot of shit.
And then they criticize you.
I share
And
my
yes.
17-year-old. I share Spotify with her, and
Aw. That's sweet.
I just listen to some of the shit she like every now and then. She'll listen to some of the stuff I like. One of my 14-year-olds, because I got two 14-year-olds, she's starting to like Wu-Tang now. Thank God, one of these kids.
Nice.
Oh,
Thank
word.
God.
Hey.
Thank God one of
that.
my kids love Wu-Tang Clan.
That's what's up. That's big.
Because that's a
That
fear
is
of
big.
mine. For one kid to not like Wu-Tang niggas, somebody's going to have to die, or somebody's going to have to fight me in the final level, because this is literally a Wu-Tang household.
This is the Wu-Tang house. Yes.
This is a Wu-Tang house. You better know all 9 members, 10 members, and affiliates.
That's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Gosh, that's
Oh, yeah.
a lot.
You're dragging it.
Hey, I'm not dragging it. The materials are in the house for you to learn.
Oh, the study material. The manuals are here.
You have the
You
manuals
know
of the
what
Wu.
better house? Yes. What better house?
I'll give you that
than-
one. I give you that one.
I was blessed to be the woman that loves Wu-Tang. I'm gonna tell you.
You were.
I'm telling you, if she
Yeah.
ever leaves me, hey, new bitches, Wu-Tang's a deal breaker. That's what you didn't know.
Oh my God.
Wu-Tang and Queens rappers are a deal breaker. So you better
Yeah,
be
she fucking
Yeah.
set the bar. Shit.
you
She
better
gotta
be
love
hip.
Wu-Tang and she gotta love Queens rappers.
Yeah, you gotta love Queens all day.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
sorry, Brooklyn people. Sorry,
Yeah.
Brooklynites.
All right.
Fool.
You know, I claim both.
I know you
claim
do.
both.
You are
You
by
are from Brooklyn, aren't you?
what is it? By
I'm
what?
from Brooklyn.
You are by borough.
I
You are a
am
by
borough.
borrower.
Yeah.
By borough.
You're a
Bisexual
bi-borrower.
and I'm actually pansexual, but bi borough.
Can you explain that?
pan-borough.
What, pansexual? What is that? I never heard that before. You throw it all in the pan and just let it simmer?
Just let it simmer.
Throw-
You are stupid. I am attracted
Does
to
it
any
simmer?
human,
Does it
any
simmer or
human
does it
adult
sizzle?
who is attracted to women. So
Okay.
that means men who are attracted to women, women who are attracted to women, and trans men and trans women who are attracted to natural women. I'm attracted to.
Okay.
So I would date a bi man as well. Look at his face. That's why I started laughing before I answered it, because I know
Interesting.
you was going. I appreciate the fact that you're being like objective right now.
Yeah.
You're trying not to be judgmental, but
I'm
like
not
the
at all.
brother, the brother in you is like, what, bitch?
Because it poses
I
it poses a question, right? It's gonna pose the question like, so is she gonna watch a dude like suck some dick? 'Cause- I don't know.
No, I don't want to see any man sucking dick, but I will take a man who has. That's just basically what that means.
All right.
Okay. Now, did you coin the term?
No.
No.
Oh,
That's a real term. That's a real term.
No. That's like
Okay.
that's
Hey,
in the
Sumz,
rainbow. That's
Sumz, I'm gonna
one
need
of
you.
the
Sumz, I'm
letters
gonna
in
need you
the-
to get
in
some.
the- in
I'm
the-
gonna,
Cat, we can't hear you. You gotta
Oh.
bring the mic up.
Sumz, I'm gonna need you to get a little more progressive out here, okay?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
what
didn't.
happened?
I be in the house raising a kid. I've never heard of it before. I just never heard of it. That's
Yeah,
why
I'm
I asked. Like,
I'ma need you-
she make that up
I'm gonna need you to be a little more progressive out here in the 2020s.
in the 2020s.
There you go. It's real.
There's a lot. Well, and it's not just me. There's a lot people
No, I
need to
know.
learn. Period.
Of
People
course,
need to learn
of
more.
course, of course. The world is
So-
changing, and we need to change with the world.
You're right. You're right.
Mhm.
And
And people
there-
need to learn.
people definitely need to learn. There are terms that they're not comfortable with. People don't really understand, but pansexual has definitely always been a term. And I've never really been open to even saying that that's what I liked until last year.
I have a question from the Facebook gang, and they
Really?
asked if is that the same thing as fluid? Is pansexual the same thing as fluid?
Yes. Being sexually fluid, yes. But yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I learned something just now. Like I really thought, oh, she made that
Let's
up.
clap it up for that. Let's clap it up for learning and progressiveness.
Let's clap it up for educate. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to educate. So,
nah, this is dope. This is dope. Like we discussed a lot, and I just learned something I would have never thought. And I just never thought that that there's women who or people period who like all of that.
Yeah. You know, you really don't know what you like until you try it. So, you know, it was one point in my life where I was just like, let's just see if I like you, if I'm I always knew that I was attracted to women, but I suppressed that for years because, you know, there's lots of homophobes in my family. So it doesn't, people will love you, but they still will crack jokes and make you feel uncomfortable about being who you are. So I didn't feel like I needed to do that, nor did I feel like it was something that was real. And so I noticed that it didn't leave me. But there was one year where I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to see what it is that I like, because I might like this and not even know it. So, you know, I was out there with it and realized that I don't have a problem with the things that most women have a problem with. I don't care that a man was bi. I know a lot of women have hangups about that, but sex is sex to me. I don't give a fuck what kind of sex it is. Whether it's gay sex or hetero sex, it doesn't, like, I don't have a thing with it. It doesn't do anything to me.
So you have you ever been in a situation where you was like, I don't think this is for me?
Yeah, there's lots of, you know, my thing is people and energies. So it's not so much as what you identify with, it's who you are as a person. And I know that sounds really like cliche, but I'm big on energies. Before everybody, this whole energy wave was going on, I'm big on energies. So if I just don't like you, then I just don't like you, whether you're a girl or a guy or trans or non. I'm like, I just don't fuck with you. But I've been in sexual situations where I've attempted something and I didn't like it, and I say, no, that's not, I don't like that. Like, not gonna do that. That doesn't feel good to me. It's not.
You're not gonna be punching me in the back of the head right now. You're not gonna punch me in the back of the head today. That's not what I'm rolling with.
Yeah, you know that has a name. It's called the donkey
punch. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm hip to it.
Class is in session. Class is in session.
Yes.
There's such thing called a donkey punch.
Don't even get me started on Blumpkins.
Oh my
Where's
God.
my phone at? Let me Google.
So do you want to tell him what a donkey punch is, or you want me to say it?
You got it.
Please, Evo, tell me.
Okay, so a donkey punch is when a girl is getting fucked from the back. My battery's dying. When a girl is getting fucked from the back and the man punches her in the back of the head, it makes her clench her muscles. Yeah, I've also heard like he just punches her in the back of the head.
Punches.
Yeah, and it makes her clench her muscles tighter. Like
of course.
Yeah. So because you got punched, so now you're just like, oh,
right, and you clench up.
Yeah, and then at that moment is when the guy climaxes. I've also heard of people doing that while they were being given head. So a girl sucking the guy off, and he'll punch her in the head, and it will make the throat lock up.
What?
Yes.
What's that called? Is that also a donkey punch?
If I got the energy to punch you in the head, something's wrong.
I think it might be some type of donkey punch, but I know if a nigga punches me at any, I don't give a fuck what is happening.
That's a deer punch. We're gonna call that the deer punch.
Yeah, that's the deer punch. That's the deer.
Is that the name of the episode? Deer punching.
Oh my God.
That's the deer punch.
The deer punch. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like the fastback.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
shit.
good name for it. Now you gotta copyright that shit.
The deer
Yeah.
punch.
Oh my gosh, that is.
Yeah.
This is the classes in session. Classes
Yeah.
in session. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so glad I learned
Yo,
this shit.
what
'Cause
is
as soon as I
going
get over
on?
here, I'm googling
Donkey punch.
donkey
Yo,
punches.
what is going
Yeah.
on for you to punch a chick in the head while she's sucking you off? Like, if
Because what if she bites it, right? Like that doesn't make sense.
yo,
That's
exactly.
the first thing I'm thinking of is like her reflexes are gonna cause her to fucking clench her mouth.
She
Not
gotta
just
be
close
well
up the
trained.
throat. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
She gotta
my
be
god.
well trained in order to not
Oh shit.
clamp down.
There was a whole
shit.
movie about that. I can't believe there was a movie. It was, I think it was a like a movie that was set in England where the guy punched the bitch in the back of the head and she died.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, son.
Whoa.
It's
The
good
donkey
shit.
punch.
Hey
Yeah,
guys.
punch the bitch right in the back of the head.
Hey
and then she
guys out
pussy
there. Hey
clench
guys.
up.
Hey guys out there, be careful with your donkey punching and deer
Please.
punching, okay? It can hurt you and others.
Don't
Be
just
careful.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Be careful with your donkey punches. Yo, Ab, how you feel about box watches?
Oh yeah, because okay, so box watching.
Oh yeah, y'all so stupid.
This
Let me
is
tell you something. I listened to that shit and was in fucking tears because the fact that you put what's funny and genius about what you guys do is that you work it out. You work out the joke while we're watching and while we're listening. So it's like you start with a story or he starts with a story and then somebody would come in with something and you're like, yes, that's it. It's so fucking genius to watch. Like, I love it. The whole box watching shit, we watched it unfold and I was like, this nigga is not, no, they're not about to go. Like, and you went.
Yo,
absolutely.
Box watching. Like,
yo, before we go, should we create a world?
Let's create a world.
You want to create a world?
Whose world are we doing? I'll let you take this world over.
Whose world?
And yeah, because all three of us is here, so this will be great.
Whose world should we do? Okay, I'll throw two out there. Do we want to do Fat Joe's world or Jill Scott's world?
let's do Jill Scott's.
Do Jill Scott's world?
We're gonna do Jill Scott in the magical world of Mike's. So what is in your mind? What is Jill Scott's world like?
I think that Jill Scott's world, first of all, smells like frankincense and amber.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'm here.
I think that everybody has a glow, and they walk like this, kind of like
golden, living your life like it's
everybody's living it.
golden.
Oh, hold on, everybody's playing when people walk around her. That song plays.
Yes,
living your life like it's golden.
Yes, okay. I think that there's naked people on each corner.
Okay.
I like this.
Voluptuous women and men.
Come on.
Okay.
All dick sizes and tit sizes.
Am I a voluptuous man?
You what? Are you an illustrious man?
Am I a voluptuous man?
Voluptuous man.
At 185 pounds, I just want to know, am I a voluptuous man?
First of all, at the beginning, he thought he was fine wine.
First of all,
voluptuous.
First of all, look at this. Do you see this?
Can we get back to Jill's world?
This is a voluptuous.
You are not voluptuous.
This is an aged. This is an aged voluptuous male.
What is happening?
He just stepped into Jill's world.
I'm here. I'm all.
Yo, hold on. Who delivers? Hold on. Let's get back to the world. Who delivers the frankincense and amber to her house?
Andre 3000.
Yes. It's definitely coming from Badu World headquarters.
Yes, he is. But you know
he's
what?
the messenger.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he's wearing like short delivery shorts and shit.
With his flute. With his flute.
No, he has a what's the name? What the fuck is a
didgeridoo?
Yeah, he got a didgeridoo. And then look, that's how he calls her to the door by playing the didgeridoo. Yeah, and he delivers the frankincense and amber to her.
That's it.
How did she come dressed to the door to get the frankincense and amber?
She has waist beads on and a sheer black robe. That's it.
Ooh.
Yes.
With her afro out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Who else is in the house?
Me.
What room are you in?
The bedroom.
This is Andre 3000 playing the flute in her house.
You just made me cry, son.
I'm just gonna play this on loop through the whole story.
Yeah, this nigga really just pulled out the didgeridoo sound.
Yo, I can't believe you played.
Yo,
This is really him.
yo, son,
This is really him playing.
that's crazy.
This is really
yo,
Oh my
him.
God, it is.
Yo, Andre 3000 at her door playing
That-
the
playing that.
didgeridoo with the short delivery shorts on after he just came from Badu headquarters.
Yep.
Yeah, he got on the he got
Oh
on
my
the
God.
tight UPS outfit on and shit, playing the
It says
didgeridoo.
BDH on it.
It says BDH.
Badu headquarters.
Yo. Whenever you ask Jill Scott about a man, she says, "He loves me."
Yes.
Oh my God. All right, so look, when she opens the door and he comes in and delivers the frankincense and amber, what's the first thing he does?
He does that. He plays the fucking.
He plays the
He plays
didgeridoo.
more didgeridoo.
Plays the didgeridoo.
Oh,
Yo,
no, listen. She takes him upstairs to you where y'all are,
yes,
and he
that's
plays the didgeridoo while you and Jill get it on.
That's beautiful. And then
What-
we have a porn.
what does her house look like though, on the inside? Because remember, we did Erykah Badu's bathroom.
Oh yeah, we did her
We
bathroom.
did do Erykah
We did her
Badu's
bathroom. So what is what is Jill Scott's room like?
I feel as though she has a canopy bed.
Yes,
Yes.
She definitely has a canopy bed.
definitely.
Yeah, it's secrets behind that canopy,
Oh,
and not everybody. Oh, there's a security guard who like he lets you in.
Yes,
Not everybody
yes.
can get past the canopy.
Not everybody can get in there. That's
he
right.
opens the door. He opens the joint and lets you in.
Mhm. What
Hold
color
on,
is
who
the
is that guy?
what color is the canopy?
I feel like it's golden.
It's gold.
It's definitely
Yeah, it's
There's
gold.
golden,
golds
of
and there's
course.
golds and whites and all in the whole room. The
It's
whole room is
definitely
gold and
gold.
white.
Gold and white.
Yes. Who's the security
Yeah,
guard?
who's the security guard?
Prince's security guard, Big Chick.
Who?
Big Chick is Prince.
Who's Big Chick?
Have you ever seen the video of Prince riding on the security guard's back? It's the big
Yes.
white dude with the gray hair.
Yes.
No, I did not.
That's
I've
the
never-
security
Yes, I did.
guard.
That's who
I
it
did
is?
You ever
that.
seen Purple
That's who it
Rain?
is.
You seen Purple
Yeah.
Rain, right?
Yeah, of
Remember
course.
the big security guard dude looked like
I
Hulk
was about to say,
Hogan?
He's in Purple Rain.
Yeah, looks like Hulk Hogan. He has like gray hair, and he tells Apollonia that she can't get in to the club.
Oh yeah. I know
Him.
what you're talking about.
Him.
Him.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
That's
hilarious.
that'll be
He's
good. Yep.
definitely security at Jill Scott's house.
Okay. All right. Where's her rug made of?
It's made of.
Hmm.
It is made of lamb's wool.
Lamb's wool?
Yes.
Yeah, but like lambs that have grazed in the motherland only.
Only
We don't
only
want-
from the
Right,
motherland.
It gotta
We
be
don't
something
want-
exotic like that.
It is
Yeah, we
Ethi-
don't want European
It's
lamb.
Ethiopia.
We
She has
want
Ethiopian lamb's hair.
Ethiopian lamb here. There it is.
Yes.
There
yes,
it
yo,
is.
we are.
That's
This guy
the one.
has a rug made of
Ethiopian
lamb's
lamb
hair.
That's it. Yep. Yep.
I like this.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
first
I
of all,
like that.
I'm spending the night. I just want to.
I'm definitely spending that. I'm not leaving that canopy.
Me neither.
I'm
That's why
definitely not leaving
I'm
that
in there.
canopy.
Yo,
I'm
she
locked away
plays.
like Rapunzel and that bitch.
Yo,
What?
her speakers are playing Mad Al Jarreau.
Out your roll.
Scatting,
Yeah.
and he's scatting. He's
Oh my
scatting. Skibbity baba da boo. Woobity baba da bang 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 bang. Woo. Skip bop baba da bop 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 bop.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Oh my
all of that
gosh,
going down.
Doug.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Mad Al Jarreau going down.
Look, that's gonna be my bedroom. in real life.
Yo, I love Andre 3000 playing this fucking flute. I just
Yeah, I mean, like that shit killed it. Like,
Nah, that was perfect. It really made me bust a tear, son.
Yo.
Because I really thought about the nigga in front of the house.
Yo, he's really
calling her out with the,
yo,
with the,
with
I'm-
the BDH short
I have to
form.
With
I
the
have to forward
BDH.
this to you. I have to forward this to you. So you
Please.
haven't seen this video of him playing this flute?
No, I only saw
Oh my
him
God.
having the flute and them talking about it, but I didn't see him playing it.
Oh, he's getting down. This is him getting down.
Oh, I love him.
So okay, so let's. So we have.
what's on her TV screen. What, like I feel like matter of fact, not a TV screen. I feel like she has a projector.
She's
She
watching.
does.
She's watching Insecure.
She's watching Insecure.
She definitely
No,
watches
no, she's watching The Wiz.
The Wiz.
The Wiz.
Ooh,
That.
yeah.
How
Yeah.
does it feel? Hold on. When you said that, it made it feel more kinky.
Yo, cause it's a gold. Yo, he's on.
You got the-
the
hold on, you
gold,
got the yellow brick road.
You got the yellow brick
With the
road.
gold.
Living life like it's golden.
I'm trying
That's
to.
it.
Then if we really keeping it kinky,
Let me
right?
tell you.
When everything start happening and Andre really start getting in with the flute and the didgeridoo, a lion. You know, like all the like, there's other sexual characters that come out closets dressed like
Yeah.
characters from The Wiz.
Yes.
Yo.
One big,
And it's all one big orgy.
it's one big pan.
Her
Yeah.
shower.
One big fan.
See how we reeled that back in?
Yo, her
That's
shower.
right.
We
That's
reeled
how
that
you
back
do
in.
it.
It's
That
the
boy
Slang
is a
Editorial
professional.
show.
Yo, her.
That
The
boy
Slang
is a
Editorial show. We
You
reeled it
are a
back in.
professional. I
The
love
Wiz
it.
just came out.
Yes.
Her shower head. Her shower head is a microphone.
Yes.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
How many microphones are in the house? Because we know how she loves to caress microphones.
Mm-hmm.
So how many microphones are there, and where are these microphones located?
At every entrance and exit.
Yes. One in the kitchen. One as the kitchen faucet as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yo, is it the?
Yeah. It's the, yeah,
Yo,
absolutely.
pause everything I'm about to say. But is it the
It's
curve?
the one that curves. Yes. It's the curve. Yes. Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yo.
That was excellent. That was excellent.
Ooh.
Jill Scott's World.
Jill Scott's World presented
Jill
by,
Scott's World. Love
by
it.
us.
Mhm.
I got a good one before we get out, because
Mhm.
you're in our world, Ebby, but I want you to
Yeah.
bring us into your world.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I want you to give us a FMK.
You want me to give you a fuck, marry, kill?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's have a fucking grand old time before we roll out of here.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Blanche, Dorothy, or Rose? And Rose.
I gotta remember. See, look, now my ass gotta remember who's who.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who's who too.
So
Rose is the youngest, like the young loose one, right?
That's Blanche.
no,
Right?
that's Blanche.
Okay,
Yeah.
Blanche is the
Blanche?
loose one.
Yeah.
Blanche is, I'd marry Blanche.
Really?
Yep. I want to stay with like I don't want to stay with the ones that's all bland.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, I want the one that's vibrant.
Yeah,
the
I'm
most,
definitely
you know what I mean? If I
marrying
gotta
Blanche.
marry somebody,
Yeah.
who's the oldest one?
Dorothy is, what's her name? What's her real name? She's the only one that's like still famous.
Oh, Betty White.
Yes.
Oh, I'm marrying Betty White,
I'm gonna
yo.
kill Betty White.
I'm marrying Betty White. Betty
I'm
White's
killing,
with the
killing
shit.
Betty White.
Yeah. And Rose was the daughter, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait, hold up. Let me look at.
Yeah, the tall one.
I think that was Rose.
Yeah, I'd fuck her and just get it out the way.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
how
so I
hilarious
just fuck
this
her,
is.
get it out the way. I'm killing Betty White and I'm gonna marry Blanche.
Let me tell you how hilarious this is, because a long time ago we was doing a radio show, or was it one of our mixtapes? And we used the Golden Girls as a reference for something on one of our old mixtapes.
Did we?
Like it was like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just sitting here watching the Golden Girls.
Oh yeah.
So this is-
That was a mixtape.
that's some full circle shit. Okay,
Absolutely.
I'm marrying Rose.
Rose is the tall one, right?
No,
the
Rose
tall
is
one.
Betty White. Rose is Betty White.
Oh,
Rose is Betty White. Dorothy is the tall one.
I'm definitely marrying Betty White. I'm definitely smashing Blanche. And I'm killing off Dorothy because she was boring as fuck.
That's the same way I would do it. That's the same way I would do it.
Yeah.
Fucking Blanche, marrying Rose, and killing off Dorothy.
And I'm sliding off with Moms.
Sliding off with Moms?
Because she
was with the shit.
She was the funniest one.
Sophia was with the shit. We're sliding off with Sophia.
It's hilarious. Fuck, marry, kill.
Let me see. I'm gonna come up with one for you, Abby.
Okay, give me one.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill. Loretta Devine.
Oh, okay.
Loretta Devine. Miss Pearly from next Friday.
Miss Pearly. Oh.
Wait, which one was Miss Pearly?
Friday after next. Oh, Miss Pearly was the landlord. Friday after next. The landlord.
What? Yeah.
The landlord. Okay, got it.
And George Jefferson.
The fuck?
Yeah.
He gave you a twist on that.
Mixed it right up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, kill George Jefferson.
Oh shit, that was easy for.
What was the first one you said? Oh, Loretta Devine.
Loretta
man,
Devine.
she's okay. Marry Loretta and fuck Miss Pearly.
Like the way you got that lined up.
You lined me up for that one, because
Yeah, definitely, because you definitely gotta fuck Miss Pearly.
I definitely got to.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Yo, this has been. I ain't gonna lie, Cat.
Yeah.
This 10th episode, and especially because we got our sister, this was my favorite episode, man. This meant a lot to me. I know it meant a lot to him. We've been talking about it all week. So happy to have you on your birthday.
Yes, thank you so much.
We're gonna make this an annual thing.
Abby's birthdays.
I know you're gonna spend the rest of the day, you know, doing it up and having fun, and many more to you. Many more to you. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much.
Many more good things to come. Many more good things to come to your podcast and to your partner and everybody that's involved with you. And we here for you too. Anything that we could do on this side, we here, and we love you.
I love you guys too.
Thank you for all of the support, because we really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I love you both very much. And I appreciate, like, there was no better way to do my birthday, especially in the pandemic or whatever. I was really sad about what because I make a big deal out of my day. So the fact that you guys have given me the honor to be on your 10th episode on my day really is special to me. It means a lot. I don't take it lightly, and we're all going to rise to the top together. We've always said that, and we will. So I'm so proud of you. I really just am proud of this show. Is like perfect. Like,
thank you.
Perfect. I had so much fun. I feel like I can't only come on once a year. I need to come on like quarterly.
Okay.
Let's do episode 20. Let's do episode 20. You and Ali come on and fuck with us. Episode 20.
Yes, that's it right there. Love it. There it is. There it is. Thank you guys. I love you so much.
We love you too.
Enjoy. Thank you for being here.
Bye.
Let's rock out, Cap.
All right.
New music. Everybody better love my dances at the end.